So we searched for 4 months, and we located 144 acres in Shepherdsville, Kentucky. And it is ideally located 35 minutes from Fort Knox, 35 minutes from Louisville, Kentucky. There are over 90,000 veterans within a 110-mile radius of the retreat location that we selected. And we selected it based upon helping as many veterans localized as possible, but also giving opportunities nationally for any veterans to come from other states. The project has grown in leaps and bounds, but it's altogether a $4 million project that we're just now beginning to fundraise for. Since November, we have raised about $160,000 towards it. We were able to purchase the land, it was 4 lots to equal the 144 acres. We've already had several veterans work through November cutting grass. One in particular who told me, he's a Desert Storm veteran, his first name is Ben, I won't say his last name. But Ben struggled, and I didn't even know this. He just contacted us through Facebook and said, hey, I'd like to volunteer at the retreat. And we gave him dates. He showed up. He mowed grass, and he mowed grass for an entire month because there was so much grass to mow out there. He just loved doing it. Then he pulled me to the side while we were out there and said, hey, you didn't know this, but about a month ago I put a gun to my head and I was going to kill myself. And the only thing that stopped me was my wife was on her way back from work, and I didn't want her to find my body. So I planned my suicide 2 weeks out in advance when she was going to take a business trip. And then I found Active Heroes because I saw that you guys won this contest online, contacted you guys, and then all of a sudden I'm out here mowing grass for a month, and this place, this beautiful place that we found has healed me so much. But doing all this work, knowing that it's going to support and help thousands of other veterans and their families, has really turned his life around, where he decided that suicide was not the way. And that's what we're trying to do. 22 veterans a day committing suicide. It's a horrible statistic. I hate even saying that word because these are human lives. These are veterans. These are the men and women that I look up to and know that are amazing people. I don't know why so many of them feel like it's the only way out. And we're really just trying to get the message out to say, when you take your life, it is going to negatively impact your family and friends. So much that my mom still suffers after my grandfather's suicide so many years later. We're not just waiting. We have this land and we have these seminars. We have partnerships with resilience training. So even this weekend we had several of the veterans out there, and some of them just go hike and things like that. But I believe that physical fitness is a deterrent from suicide. It certainly is a bonding experience and definitely builds camaraderie. The retreat is our largest undertaking that we've ever taken on. It's a bigger project than me walking across America twice, if you can imagine. And it's all that my heart and soul is in right now. Since I was 10, I wanted to make this project a reality. And now, finally, at age 35, we have land. And that's a huge, huge step. We surveyed over 300 military families, and we just asked them what they wanted at the retreat. So many times we feel like veterans are, if they're active especially, they're told what to do. The impact of a program isn't as great if you're told that you have to take it. Or in my case, I watched the same suicide prevention video 3 times during my deployment. Each time thinking, hopefully they'll change the video and it'll be something different. I could quote that video by the end of my deployment. And that's what we don't want to be at the retreat. We don't want to be this monotonous thing that they don't want to partake in. We put so many different activities that the military families have requested, from horseback riding, fishing, swimming, rock climbing, rappel wall, sports activities, outdoor activities, programs that men will love, programs that women and the children will love. I just feel like it's going to be that holistic style of therapy, if you say, more holistic style of support and helping each other, built into a retreat facility where the veterans can get away. And sometimes just getting out of the city and getting to the outdoors is so healing. And I was literally healed as I walked across America. I mean, Colorado, it was hard to walk across those mountains, but I loved every single day of it. You know, I was cussing at the mountains, but in the distance, I loved, looking out and just seeing all that. And to me, that's, I think maybe it is missing from a lot of the veterans and their families. They're so focused on everyday life that they don't take that time to get out and get away and maybe bond and heal with other families, the ones that are basically going through the same thing that they're experiencing. I just felt like we could create one specific place that kind of focused on all those needs. Not only be that outdoor escape, but be an avenue where if they want to come in the Welcome Center and sign up for a culinary program or a horticultural style program, and we're going to have those opportunities for veterans and their families. And that's just, it's really our goal to decrease suicide. And the only way we're going to be able to do it is to tackle these triggering points. There are so many needs, and we just feel like we can facilitate many of them. But it's going to be a challenge, but heck, if you tell me I can't walk across America, I'm going to walk across America.